Ah, MatPat. After your constant research for Five Nights at Freddy's, looks like it's finally paid off. So take a nice celebration drink of your Pocari Sweat, because we're about to dive in on what MatPat got right in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Surprisingly, the confirmation was by Scott Cawthon himself for the Halloween content update describing what's coming Halloween and also a new game spinning off Five Nights at Freddy's. But we were all surprised when Scott stated, "You know, when I released the first game over a year ago, I was amazed at how quickly everyone found out the lore and story. Then the same happened with part 2. Fans and YouTubers dug in and found everything. Game Theory did an incredible video on part 2, getting almost everything right." So what is it what MatPat actually got wrong? This is what the video will be today. What MatPat got right in the video and what MatPat got wrong. A Steam user named Fulvius Fox made a post about this video. He stated, "So Phone Guy confirmed to be Purple Guy," due to MatPat's video actually stating that Phone Guy is Purple Guy. However, Scott actually commented back onto this post saying almost everything right. This most likely means that Purple Guy is not Phone Guy. Part of MatPat's theory in the part video describes that Phone Guy is Purple Guy, but most of the video actually describes the story. And this is what we're going to investigate today. Let's go all the way back to December, when MatPat actually made the part 2 after Five Nights at Freddy's 2 released. The first thing what MatPat definitely got right, which everybody agreed with, is that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 1. The main evidence of this was the paycheck at the end of the game, where the date states 1987, and MatPat worked out the date for Five Nights at Freddy's 1, calculating the minimum wage set for the year, which was 1993. Next in MatPat's theory is the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline. What we learned from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is that Phone Guy states that there were 2 pizzerias before the 1987 pizzeria, which we play in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. MatPat believes that in Fredbear's Family Diner, this is where the first child was murdered, due to the location being very, very small and only one animatronic. We then discovered that this first child was the puppet, due to the puppet jump scare after the child was murdered by Purple Man. Fredbear's Family Diner was then set to new management, Fazbear Entertainment. This new pizzeria once again fell under the wrath of Purple Man's murders. We know that the murders did happen at this location before Five Nights at Freddy's 2 because Phone Guy, during the phone call, states that the old animatronics had a very bad odour. This is what's in the news articles in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, stating that the animatronics had a very foul odour and had to close down due to health restrictions months later. He makes a very good point saying that this can't be the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 pizzeria because the pizzeria closes days after opening. This gives even more evidence why the toy animatronics have facial recognition for safety measures. The reason why they've done this is to try and protect as many children as possible from more killings to happen. However, this again fails, because in a Five Nights at Freddy's 2 minigame, you see another 5 bodies scattered around the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 pizzeria. This means in total, 11 children have been murdered by Purple Man. And in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, how many animatronics kill you? 11. The puppet being the first child, Bonnie, Chica, Freddy and Foxy, and Golden Freddy being the 5 children from the old pizzeria, Toy Bonnie, Chica, Freddy, Balloon Boy and Mangle being the next 5 children murdered at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location. The timeline which MatPat created during this time makes a lot of sense. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 obviously takes after Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but there is still a lot of mystery on when Five Nights at Freddy's 4 takes place. We also learnt back from Five Nights at Freddy's 3 that Purple Man didn't die in Golden Freddy, he died in Springtrap, And we also learnt that there was a sister location during Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. But other than that, MatPat's done a great job. So if Scott has confirmed that MatPat got almost everything right in this video, let's sum up what we think he got right and what he got wrong. As stated earlier, Scott has hinted that Purple Guy is not Phone Guy. Purple Guy did not die in Golden Freddy and died in Springtrap. But other than that, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel, and the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline what MatPat created is absolutely incredible, and I think it's spot on. The first child died in Fredbear's Diner. Following to Fazbear Entertainment, 5 children died before 1987 pizzeria, then another 5 died in the pizzeria we play in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So MatPat, although you're frustrated about trying to solve the Five Nights at Freddy's mystery with all 4 games in less than a year, at least you know now that it was definitely worth it. Lots of love guys, and I'll see you all next time.